Alright, so about to get started on the garage. Been getting a few different parts in for a couple of the cars. So got some stuff in for the Monty, some stuff in for the truck, and some stuff in for the Elco. And I think I'm just gonna start putting some of it together. Let's see. Yeah, so picked up the install kit and a little double den for the truck. Got the hood latches in for the Monty, the brake line fittings. So I got those in for the Monty also, the 3.5s, and then the 6x9s. Got those from Grind School. He was going to put them in the 88, but found out the stereo in there already worked. So he just kept with that and gave me these 6x9s. So I'm going to throw the 6x9s in there, the 3.5s, and I have the 4x10 to 6x9 adapters, so those should help install the 6x9s. And also got this piece of ABS plastic, so when it's time to do the bezel or the stereo for the Monty, instead of cutting this up and trying to modify it or buy one for a double den, I just use that one, cut it down to shape, cut the hole in it, and put the double den in there and the USB. So it's a nice, pretty sturdy piece of plastic. But I think first, I also got some headline material, so that's what I'm gonna start with today. Is do the headliner for the Elco. Get some adhesive, spray it down, throw the headliner material on there, and get that knocked out of the way. And then I'm gonna come and start the install kit on the truck. So the reason I want to do that, it's just a inexpensive head unit, but I got tired of having to plug it in all the time. So I'm not going to show the install on it or the process, but I will pretty much detach this whole faceplate, disconnect this radio. I don't think you have to disconnect the heater controls, but if I do, just pretty much replace this whole section. So that'll be for the double den. So hopefully able to get that knocked out today. That's kind of why I moved it in front of the Camaro for now, so in case anything did happen. Of course, I'll disconnect the battery. It's just matching up colors with the wires and everything, solder all those, and make sure I have enough of them. It should have been in here, but just little butt connectors with the solder in them. That's what I was looking for. Pretty sure I have them, unless I left them over at Grind Schools when I was over there helping out with the wiring on that, which that might be the case. If that's the case, I might have to wait for that. Nope, I think those should be enough, those smaller white ones. Yeah, I'm gonna double check, make sure that's enough, and then if that's the case, go ahead and start installing the kit for the truck. But let me start cutting the headline material down for the Elco, get that all wrapped up, and I might even start putting some of the interior back in the Elco. But yeah, so I don't want to do too much because I think it is going to get the carpet and the seats pretty soon. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm gonna get started. I still have a little bit of daylight left.
Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Alright, so I got the headliner all on. Messed up a little bit there, but I think once it dries, take a little damp rag and should be able to clean that up. But we're all good. That'll be covered up by the trim piece. Eventually cut this area out and cut out the 2 holes for the sun visors, and we should be good. I'm gonna let this sit for a while and then get started on the radio. And depending on how this one goes, once I get some power to it and see how I like it, I might just go with the same one for the Monty instead of spending a whole bunch of money on one. Just go back and pick up another one of these, just something basic, and should play some music. And see how I'm not hooking up a sub right now. I don't think I'm gonna go with the amplifier route, but if I need to, I can. But yeah, let me get these opened up, get all this connected to the wiring harness in here, and then hopefully we get some power in the car. A little dark, so just got done wiring everything, just matching all the colors up. I think there were a couple I didn't use, like the power antenna one. Yeah, because it's not a power antenna, it's just an antenna, so I don't think I need that one. And then there were 2 other ones I just capped off. So they were just for like navigation and a speed sensor. So this one's not using it. And then the stock, or the one that came on the radio, that one was capped off already. So I have to plug in this little module here, plug this up, get the dash kit set up, and then throw everything back in. So before I run out of daylight, I'm gonna try to get this in all the way. I did go back through with the fabric tape and just covered up all the little connectors. So these things are great for wiring. Definitely gonna have to order a bunch more because I need to do the stereo and the Monty, and then eventually I'll be rewiring the Elco. So definitely gonna need a lot more of those. But let me stop talking and get this in. Hopefully a little bit of light out, and I'll probably still grab a flashlight, but hook this up, get it installed, and hopefully get some power to it tonight. Back up. I will have to do a few things in the morning as far as like trimming this bezel that goes around here, because with the little knob here, that bezel starts to hit, so we'll have to fix that and then get a radio adapter also. So well, I'm gonna have to pull it back out and test some stuff. Alright, so everything was good. I just had to turn it on for the most part. But yeah, nice simple dash or display, nothing too crazy. Really didn't need anything. I guess that just cuts it off, or yeah, so yeah, but we're all good there. And you know what, just disconnected the battery, cut it back on, and the TPMS sensor went off, so I just need a little reset there. But yeah, we're all good. I might look into different ones with a little different display for the Monty, but for the truck, this, I think it was what? I think the bezel or the stereo itself was $55, and the install kit was $14, and the wiring harness was another $40. So under $120. Different look in here. Able to connect the phone to Bluetooth, and not having to have the auxiliary cord anymore. So we're good there. In the morning, I'll come out and I'll trim that bezel, get all that to fit and everything. It'll be a little off because of the materials, but we should be good to go. Like I said, just will be golden. But yeah, I don't know. You guys haven't seen the white hoodie too often. Should I take the Camaro into work tomorrow, or should I move the truck? I don't know, but we'll see. I'll be out here for a little bit longer cleaning up. Got to remember, I have the headliner behind me, so I can't just go backing out of the driveway. I got to move that. But yeah, that's all it was. Just doing some stuff with the trucks, the Elco and the Silverado. But yeah, so eventually this one was practiced with for the install kit. I believe the Monty might be a different process as far as I'd have to run speaker wire and everything, so I'd have to get that. Obviously it's not installed in there, so I'd have to pick up speaker wire. And this one, I believe I could run a backup camera, but I'm not worried about it. Same thing with the Monty. I could get one with a backup camera and everything, but I'm not too worried about it. Keep it simple for the most part. So it would be nice if I found one I could record, to put a front facing camera and rear facing and be able to record from the front. So might look into that a little bit, but for the most part I have the camera and the phone. So yeah, that's about it. It's a fairly simple install. So I need to put that somewhere, hang on to that bezel, and I think put this bottom piece back in and we should be good. But yeah, as far as the truck goes, I'm happy with that one. I don't know if it's too simple for the Monty. I was looking at the Boss ones, and the display's a little different, but who knows. I do like that feature though, be able to just dim it. But yeah, I'll mess around with this some more. Like I said, I'll probably pick up the antenna adapter tomorrow, and then mess with the bezel a little bit. But for the most part, about 2-hour install, but that was me taking my time, and that was with the headliner also. I couldn't find my heat gun, but I think it's over at Grind Schools when he was doing the wiring for the 88, and I stopped by. I think I took it over there with me and left it. But my neighbor, I could borrow parts from him or tools from him. He's always borrowing them from me. But I was just using a lighter for the butt connectors with the solder in there. So maybe not the right thing to do. I prefer a heat gun, but I just made it happen. So let's see. Yeah, but that's it for this one. Just something simple. Get everything cleaned up, go inside, make dinner, and call it a night. Alright, I know I said I was done and I was going to have to trim this trim piece to go around this volume knob. I actually just had to take the bezel that was off, or that came on the stereo itself, take that off, and then this piece slid right in between the mounting brackets. So we're good there. It should close in that gap and everything should look nice. So let me put the remaining screws back in, snap that piece back into place, and we'll go from there. Alright, so everything's all buttoned up. There's a slight gap up here. I'm not too worried about it. I might have to pull it out one more time to put the antenna back in. I forgot to pick it up on the way home. Might run out tonight depending on how I'm feeling, or just grab it tomorrow after work. But yeah, everything's buttoned up, and I like how I hop in it now. It connects to the Bluetooth automatically. I don't have to plug in any auxiliary cord or anything. It's a cleaner look up here too. But yeah, had to move it out of the driveway because of that glare from the sun. So decided to move it out on the street, put the Camaro back up. But yeah, that's just a little quick upgrade on the truck. Only thing I don't like is when, I guess there should be a camera added to it, but when you throw it in reverse, it'll pause the music and everything, which isn't a big deal. I could probably disconnect the reverse wire, but I'll keep it hooked up like that for now. Maybe pay a little bit more attention when backing up, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'll throw this in on the other video just at the end. I think I already edited most of it, so I'll just throw these clips at the end and upload it and go in there, start messing around on the Monty a little bit. Still waiting for the window sills to show up on that, but I'll go over that in the next one. But for this one, put the Camaro back in the driveway, pull the truck back in, close the garage because it's pretty windy out here today, and then just start messing around the garage a little bit. Might even put the interior back in the Elco.